I think it would be fair to say that most people who join Toastmasters join to get over the fear of public speaking. And they do. And if they stay in Toastmasters, they become quite confident and even competent as speakers. But they didn't join Toastmasters in the first place to speak only within Toastmasters. They joined to get over a fear of speaking because perhaps they had some big speaking engagement coming up, or even a small one for that matter, in which they thought, if I get some training, I won't be quite so fearful and I will look a lot better when I speak. But what's the next step? If you want to become a good speaker, the chances are, if you've done the assignment which you joined Toastmasters for, perhaps to do a eulogy or a wedding presentation or a 21st birthday party where you had to present, that's out of the way and the chances are you might leave if that was your objective. But if you have a further objective, you want to become better because you'd like to speak to audiences outside Toastmasters, then you need to find out what to do as far as speaking outside Toastmasters is concerned. I've been in Toastmasters now for 50 years this year, and after the first 10 years in Toastmasters, I went outside. And for the last 40 years, I've been speaking to audiences both within and without Toastmasters. That is, not without, outside of Toastmasters as a guest speaker. You can do this too, if you want to. The first step of going outside is to go outside and speak to audiences roughly the same size as a Toastmaster audience. And there are plenty of them. Lions clubs, Rotaries, small groups of business people, etc. And you can do that. And you can graduate into the big time. What do I mean by big time? Speaking to larger audiences, 80 and 100 people, are common in Probus clubs. You won't get paid. They might give you a bottle of red wine and some petrol money. They might even shout you dinner and a lunch, but you won't get paid. I'm not advocating here that you become a professional speaker, but if you do want to become a professional speaker, you need to get out onto the Freebie Circuit. That's what I call it, the Freebie, in other words, you don't get paid, circuit, for at least a couple of years while you hone your skills of speaking to audiences outside of the Toastmasters environment. Because there is a lot to learn. A lot about audience interaction, how you're introduced, how to handle different situations in different venues. All of that stuff will become good experience. Grist to the mill, so to speak, if you want to become a professional. Now, if you want to go outside of Toastmasters, learn to go outside of Toastmasters, I'm thinking very seriously about running some sort of course for Toastmasters called Going Outside. If you are interested, perhaps you could put something in the remarks column or a tick, something to indicate how great the demand is. And if it's great enough, then maybe I will do just that. Run a course or a workshop on how you can succeed by going outside of the Toastmasters environment. Get back to me.